What's up, Colby Sharp, 5th grade teacher, Michigan. Welcome to my channel where we try to help kids fall in love with reading. If you are new, please consider subscribing so that you can be notified the next time I post a video talking about an awesome book or what my kids are reading or something like that. So those of you who are subscribed, thank you, it means the world. Today we are going to be talking about the books that my 5th graders are reading with 2 days until winter break. We are so close, and there's a good chance we have a snow day on Friday, so we might only have 1 day to winter break. But these are the books that my 5th graders are currently reading as we head into break. These will be the books that they start break with. Amulet. This kid is starting Amulet, book 1. How exciting. So many kids have read this series over the year, and to see someone get a chance to be introduced to this amazing graphic novel for the first time is so stinking exciting. This has been a series that's been really popular the last probably 4 to 6 weeks. I book talked it, got a couple kids reading it, and then it's just kind of like snowballed and the kids are loving it. If you don't know the Treehouse books, you are missing out. Starts with the 13-story Treehouse, and every book adds 13 stories. I don't know what they're up to now, like 156 or something like that, maybe even higher. Who knows? Super fun, great series. Next up, one of my favorite graphic novels of the year, Michael Rex's Your Pal Fred. It's hilarious. It's like this post-apocalyptic, futuristic society where everything is falling apart, and then there's this robot Rex, Michael Rex, Fred, who like gets turned on, and he's like the most over-the-top positive creature in a world of destruction and despair. I loved it. I'm so excited that it's #1. I could go for all the Your Pal Fred as possible. Next up, so exciting to see Leroy. Leroy Ninker Saddles Up by Kate DiCamillo. This kid loved Mercy Watson. We read a bunch of them, and now he's reading all of the companion chapter books, which is just warms my soul, makes me so stinking happy. And then Rise of the Jumbies. I finished reading The Jumbies by Tracy Baptiste yesterday, and through a very generous donation, I was able to give every single one of my kids The Rise of the Jumbies, and I wasn't sure how they would respond. They were so excited, which made me so excited to see that so many kids wanted to continue on in this beautiful, magical, wild world that Tracy Baptiste has created. So you probably see a couple other kids reading The Rise of the Jumbies. And then Herobrine Goes to School. Are your kids into these? Let me know. It's kind of like Wimpy Kiddish in a way. Herobrine, I think it's a Minecraft thing. I don't read these, but the kids like them. So if the kids like them, that's what it's all about. Okay, let's go. Oh, I'll share with you what I'm reading. I'm reading Ginny Off the Map. It is by Caroline Hickey. It comes out in June of 2023. It's so good so far. I'm on page 90, I think. 94. Ginny is the youngest of 2 kids in a family where the father is an active serviceman. And early in the book, they get restationed, so they have to move, and he gets deployed like at the same time. So pretty wild. Loving it so far. Ginny Off the Map. I'll keep you posted, let you know what I think. Let's go to the next table and see what those kids are reading. Just a couple of readers at this table. I don't know how things have been going in your school, but man, our community, not just my class, not just our building, not just our school, but our whole county is lots of kids sick. So just a couple of readers here. Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Double Down. I think I have 3 or 4 kids, maybe just 2, reading the Wimpy Kids. I love it. It's fun. One kid was reading it for the very first time. How exciting. Another kid rereading them. And then Restart. This is the girl who was reading The Lost Girl by Anne Ursu. She's always been a reader, but she is like on fire. She has been reading so much more. I've been so proud, so impressed, just inspired by her and her book selection and the way she's flying through books. I'm excited to see what happens with her as a reader the second half of the school year. Shannon Hale, Laywin Pham, Friends Forever. You probably have read these. You have Real Friends, Your Best Friends, Friends Forever, an amazing graphic novel series. Fans of Sunny Side Up, fans of Raina Telgemeier's books like Smile and Sisters. Absolutely love this series, one of the most popular graphic novel series over the last several years. If you watch these videos, you know that pretty much the entire year, at least one kid has been reading Megan Freeman's Alone. This 2021 novel in verse is for all the Hatchet readers in our lives, all the kids who love survival stories, all the kids who love novels in verse. One of the best books the last couple of years to come out. especially in the classroom. Kids can't get enough of it. Diver Wimpy Kid, The Third Wheel. This is the kid who in the last couple of videos was reading Hunger Games, and he needed something different. He needed a bit of a change of pace before he read Catching Fire, and it's fun to see him reading Diver Wimpy Kid, Third Wheel. Next up, Mr. Wolf's Class. Aaron Steinke's book is phenomenal. There's a possibility of us having a snow day on the last day before break. We have a half day scheduled, and this huge snowstorm is coming in. So I was telling the kids about Mr. Wolf's Class snow day and how Mr. Wolf and a couple kids get stuck at school and how I was fearful that that was going to happen to us. And a bunch of kids this week have been reading Mr. Wolf's Class. I think one kid's read 3 or 4 of them already. Very, very fun and exciting. And then another kid reading Rise of the Jumbies. You have no idea how happy this makes me. It's just awesome to see kids own this book, get a chance to read it and want to read it and continue on this journey. Let's go. It was a great read aloud, but we were reading aloud when so many kids were ill. So it was so hard to kind of keep everybody updated and all that stuff, but we did it. That's how we roll. All right, a lot of awesome books at this table. Let's start with 2 kids reading Rise of the Jumbies. You can see, I love the excitement. Me He Ever After, Tay Keller's new fantasy series. I recently read this, really enjoyed it, gave a book talk. The kids are all about it. Me He wants to be a princess. She dreams of being a princess, and then she goes through the refrigerator into like a new world. So it's like one of those portal stories into this world of princesses, and she gets a chance to like try out and train to be a princess. It's kind of like it's like American Ninja Warrior, but princess. It's actually not at all like that. It's a really good book though. Check it out. Ashes. Makes me so happy to see a kid working their way through this beautiful series from Lori Halls Anderson. I'm so stinking excited. And another historical fiction reader here reading the Newbery Honor winning book, The War That Saved My Life. One of my favorite historical fiction books published in the last decade. So good. If you haven't read this, you're in for a treat. One of the best. So good. And even if you don't like historical fiction, just read this and you're like, oh, actually, I kind of do like historical fiction. If you've watched these videos, you know that I have a reader that read Fellowship of the Ring, took a little break, read a few books. He's back crushing Two Towers. He's actually flying through this one a lot faster than Fellowship for the Ring. It's like that snowball, right? He's just like, can't stop turning pages. He loves it and loves it and loves it. Let's go. Elephant Secret. I have not read this book. I've had it for a couple years. No one's read this book. I'm so excited that one of my readers is reading it. I'm hoping that she will love it. She seems to be liking it. So far, so good. I'm hoping when she's done, she'll book talk it and maybe other kids will be interested in reading The Elephant Secret. Is it The Elephant Secret? Just Elephant Secret. Wings of Fire. I feel like if you watch these videos, you know my kids. This guy's been reading the Wings of Fire book, then the graphic novel, Wings of Fire book 2, graphic novel book 2, now he's reading Wings of Fire book 3, then he'll read graphic novel book 3. And Secondhand Dogs. Oh, I love this book. These dogs will all kind of live in a home, and they're all like shelter rescue dogs, and one dog comes in. It's not the nicest. So excited to see kids reading so many good books. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you found something to add to your to-read list. Thank you to all the educators out there helping kids find great books. I know some educators are showing this to their 5th graders or 4th graders or their students. If you're a student watching this, keep reading. I hope you found something awesome. Let's all enjoy some time with awesome books. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Colby Sharp. I hope you have an awesome-tastic day.